Who markets our Irish produce? When you think of Ireland, what are we best at? We probably think we're very good at sports or that we produce some of the finest literary geniuses in the world. Or we also think we're probably the friendliest nation on the earth, depending on who you ask. But in an agricultural context, we are world renowned for our food exports, namely dairy and beef products. Why? Because cows love nothing better than lush green grass, and Ireland's climate provides the perfect conditions to grow it. Grass-fed is considered best fed, and our sustainability reputation precedes us. Go to the US, Germany or the Middle East, and you will find Irish dairy and beef products on their aisles. It's not as if farmers are negotiating trade deals with these foreign markets, nor do they have time to organise exports of their own produce. So the question is, who are the big players that market our products, and what roles do they play? Let's start with meat. Meat accounts for over 40% of Ireland's gross agricultural output, dominated by beef, followed by pig meat and sheep meat. Ireland's meat and livestock exports account for 1/3 of all food and drink exports. Beef is by far the biggest category within the meat sector, accounting for 21% of food and drink exports from Ireland. Ireland, would you believe, is the 5th largest beef exporter in the world and the largest exporter of beef in Europe. Total beef production in Ireland stands at approximately 520,000 tonnes per year, with around 470,000 tonnes destined for export. Other sectors such as pig meat, sheep meat and poultry also account for a big part of our exports. Pig production ranks 3rd in importance behind beef and dairy in terms of economic value at the farm gate. Most of this product is destined for the Russian and Chinese markets. Irish sheep output has experienced several years of consecutive growth. Over 60% of produce is exported, with the UK and France our key markets. Interestingly, Ireland is the highest consumer of poultry meat in the European Union. The Irish poultry industry is divided into 2 separate sections: poultry meat and egg production. Each year in Ireland, approximately 70 million chickens and 4 million turkeys are produced, while 2 million hens lay eggs. So now that the scene is set, we can examine our marketing arms. Bord Bia is the Irish state agency with the primary aim of promoting sales of Irish food and horticulture both abroad and in Ireland itself. It is an important body that helps sell Irish beef to international markets all over the world. Bord Bia, or formerly known as the Irish Food Board, was established by an Act of the Dáil on December 1st, 1994. It brought together the former CBF, or the Chorus Biosteach agus Fiola, translated to the Irish Meat and Livestock Board, and the food promotion activities of the Irish Trade Board, which is now part of Enterprise Ireland. Part of Bord Bia's attraction on a worldwide stage is their sustainability reputation. It runs a highly successful quality assurance scheme, with close to 90% of Irish beef and lamb production coming from that scheme. So popular that it compromises over 40,000 farmers and over 150 food processors and packers. Bord Bia has a global reach with an extensive international network of offices, including cities such as Amsterdam, Dubai, Madrid, Milan, New York, Paris and even Shanghai, to name but just a few. That's a pretty significant footprint. Now switching to dairy, Ireland's dairy industry is built on the family farm tradition. The 17,500 family-run dairy farms utilise about 1/4 of all the grassland area in Ireland. In 2019, Ireland produced 7.9 billion litres of milk, a 5% increase in milk production compared to 2018 figures. Also in 2019, Irish dairy exports reached €4.4 billion, making it the largest food and drink export category. This was the 3rd consecutive year in which the value of dairy exports exceeded the €4 billion mark. Ireland exported dairy to 124 countries in 2019, the largest destinations being the UK, the Netherlands, China, Germany and the US. Ór Nua, meaning New Gold, was formerly known as the Irish Dairy Board from 1961 to 2015. It is the main Irish agri-food cooperative which markets and sells dairy products on behalf of its members, namely Irish dairy processors and farmers themselves. Ór Nua, Ireland's largest exporter of Irish dairy products, owns the famous Kerrygold butter and cheese brand. Kerrygold is the second highest selling butter in the United States and the highest selling butter in Ireland as of 2019. The group is structured across two divisions, Ornua Foods and Ornua Ingredients. Ornua Foods is responsible for the marketing and sales of Ornua's consumer brands, including Kerrygold, Ireland's only €1 billion food brand, Dubliner, Pilgrim's Choice, Kerrygold Avantage and Forto. Ornua Ingredients is responsible for the procurement of Irish and non-Irish dairy products and for the sale of dairy ingredients to food manufacturing and food service customers across the world. It currently exports to over 110 countries worldwide, a huge global reach considering the size of our country. Currently, Ornua operates from 19 subsidiaries worldwide with pre-packing and blending facilities located in Germany, the UK, the US and the Middle East. It is astounding that Irish meat and dairy products can be found in aisles across the world. It can be partially explained by our sustainability credentials, but the marketing arms of our industry play a crucial role in the export market as well, and looks likely to spread even further this decade.